Hello, Matt here from RetroOnly.com. Today we'll be talking about how to not get banned on the Nintendo Switch. Before we get to that, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Nintendo is a popular name all over the world, and because of its amazing features and games, it has successfully created a huge audience worldwide. Not only are its games fun to play, with many of them being unique to Nintendo, but the consoles over the years have been unique as well. That is certainly true with the Nintendo Switch, as you can play it as a handheld console and also as a traditional one on your TV. The Nintendo Switch has been very popular, with over 50 million consoles being sold, but unfortunately, many people have reported having issues with getting banned. It is easy to say that you won't get banned, but the punishment is quite severe, in that if you do get banned with your Switch, you lose all of the online capabilities of the system, which are a lot. Obviously, you will want to do everything in your power to keep from getting banned, but to do that, you need to know what is ban-worthy, and Nintendo just points to their generic terms and conditions and community standards, which are virtually impossible to read and even harder to understand. That is where this video comes in. We have tried to demystify the entire banning experience and tell you what you need to do to avoid being banned on the Nintendo Switch. To avoid being banned, you'll want to follow a few simple guidelines. They are: don't use pirated games or software, don't use vulgar images or language, don't buy a used console, don't buy games from online marketplaces, and don't attempt to hack your console. We will discuss each of these in more detail later in this video, but if you follow these 5 simple guidelines, you shouldn't ever have to worry about your Switch being banned. So, how do you avoid getting banned? Getting banned can be quite harsh, as the chances of getting unbanned are pretty slim, and the things you can do to fix a ban are also either difficult or expensive. Once you are banned, there is no coming back in most of the cases, so it is better to prevent it instead of trying to fix a ban later. Following are a few things which may lead to your console being banned, which means no more online games or eShop for you. Of course, whether you follow these guidelines is up to you, but if you follow them, then you shouldn't have any issues with being banned in the future. Don't use pirated games or software. Using pirated games or software is something which is not acceptable at all with Nintendo. Nintendo has special software which can help identify any users who may be operating pirated software or have pirated games. It is important that you never deal with pirated games or software to ensure that you never get banned from Nintendo. Even if you have been using such games and software in the past and haven't gotten caught yet, it is only a matter of time until your console will be banned, so it is a good idea to get everything right immediately. Don't use vulgar images or language. Nintendo is a family-oriented game company, and as such they have pretty strict rules about the language you should and shouldn't use while messaging or talking online. If you are caught violating this, many people report getting a temporary ban, but after getting a number of temporary bans, you could certainly get a permaban on your console. It is the best course of action to just avoid vulgar language and images, including in your display image, to ensure that you don't get on the wrong side of this rule. Don't buy a used console. I know that you probably like to save money, and who doesn't? But buying a used console is a great way to get your console banned in the future. The problem with buying a used console is you are at the mercy of the person who sold you the console. Sure, you can check for a ban right now, but if the console is banned in a few weeks, then there will be nothing that you can do about it. A used console is at a great risk of getting banned if you're buying from someone who you simply don't know. Even buying used consoles from game stores can put you at risk of a ban, as the ban might not happen until the return policy has expired. It is best to either buy a brand new console or only buy a used console from a person you know, a friend or family member, or a store with a long return policy. Many people have reported buying a used console and then finding out weeks or months later that it had become banned. And at that point, Nintendo won't be able to do anything, and the person you bought it from will be long gone. Don't buy games from online marketplaces. There are many online platforms available which may offer you games at a cheaper price than you could get them for from the store. Many people use these platforms as these are a great source for getting the best games at much better prices. However, this is something that Nintendo has started to notice and has also become a reason for people getting their Switches banned. Many users have reported that they got banned after using a game bought from such an online source. This is because once you buy the game, the person could file a chargeback on their card, and then the game isn't actually paid for. It could also be purchased using a stolen credit card and you wouldn't know about it. The game could even be pirated, and there's really no way for you to know until you're banned for piracy. It's a good idea to just stay away from buying digital games online and only buy physical games from reputable stores. Hacking. The Switch has a lot of games on it, but there are many people who want to get other games or free games, and so they hack their console. By hacking, you may be able to get access to free games, or even get some cheat codes, but one thing to be remembered is that it can lead to a banned Switch quite quickly. Because of Nintendo's powerful software, it is quite easy for them to identify any hackers, and they will ban your console immediately. Just don't do it! What to do if you got banned? If you got banned from your Nintendo, there are only a couple of things that you can really do. You can contact the helpline, and they will try to find a solution for you if possible, but this will only work if you didn't do anything too severe. If the reason is genuine, you may get unbanned, but if you did something serious like hacking, then you may not be able to get access to anything online with your console ever again. You could also sell your banned Switch to someone, as they can still play games with it, but they won't be able to play it online. Make sure that they know this before you sell it to them, as the last thing you want is to make someone mad because you lied or omitted this information. You can also replace the motherboard on the console, but that requires a lot of technical know-how and isn't something that most people should even try. To know if you're banned or not, you can simply visit the eShop. If you're able to access it, then you don't need to worry, as your console isn't banned. If an error code is being displayed over the screen, then you may have to contact the helpline to see if you have a console ban or simply an issue with your account. Your Switch may have a number on it which you can contact as well. Conclusion. The Nintendo Switch is a great console, but without having access to everything online, it is severely limited in what you can do with it. Making sure that you abide by all of Nintendo's rules and terms is the best way to ensure that your Nintendo Switch never gets banned. Nintendo wants to make sure not to have any kind of content that violates their community guidelines, so chances are they may ban your console if they find anything that may do so. It is quite important for Nintendo to maintain a healthy environment with which you can play and let others play too, so they are quick to ban people who are violating their guidelines in any way. There are many reasons why you may get banned on your Nintendo Switch, but if you follow the simple rules mentioned, you shouldn't have to worry about being banned or having any issues with Nintendo. This has been Matt from RetroOnly.com. Please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.